I started with network marketing. And if you know, network marketing is those sites like Forever Living, Herbalife, and it was so tough for me. So every time when I started this, I was doing an intern, an apprenticeship in EleLight. I studied electrical engineering, so I was doing EleLight. And then every time I was still traveling on taxi. And then the lady who recruited me to start this network marketing, she said to me, "You have to talk to people. You always have to talk. Whenever you are, you move with your products, you have to show them that I am selling this." So wherever I go, like I have to always carry the products that I'm selling. Like, have you ever heard about this toothpaste? Your teeth very white, your breath won't stink anymore. And I got so exhausted because I'm not really a talkative person. Imagine you get into a taxi or a bus and you just have to go to everyone. Have you ever heard of Forever Living? So I was like, I am so exhausted of this life. And the job where I was working, like, if you know me right, I was like doing mostly labor, fixing machines. So sometimes I had to lift heavy things and I got so tired, I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I am tired of a 9 to 5. So from that, my business also, because I was there, I was still on Forever Living, it was still struggling because for me to get one person to buy a toothpaste, it would take me a week. So I was like, if this business, Forever Living as a whole, is making this much money, selling physically, what can I do that I can sell without anybody knowing that I'm the one that's doing this? So that's when I started doing my research, and then I was only finding people who were talking about Amazon. And I was in South Africa, I was like, I want to do something like this, but where can I do this here in South Africa? That's when I discovered Takealot. So the reason why all of us here should start on Takealot is because of this. Is there anyone here with 100,000 followers on any social media platform?
Not me.
Say no.
So on my statistics on Takealot, for example, if I get one product shown to 60,000 people, only 1,600 people will click on that product and only 116 people will buy. So if you don't have 100,000 followers and you're going to sell on Shopify, how many customers are you going to get if you don't have 100,000 followers? So you're going to have a shop that you have the products but you have no customers. So that's why I'm saying everybody who is starting this online business or e-commerce business should start on Takealot, because people like us, we don't have over 100,000 followers. So on Takealot, they have, last year in 2022 October, they had 13.9 million visitors a month, customers. So those are the people that you have a chance to show your products to, and they don't have to know you. For them to buy, like me, imagine if I can make it on Takealot and I'm not even well known, how much can you make? So that's why I like Takealot, because I don't have to be well known to make sales. I just have to have a good product. So I'm just gonna tell you my success story and how you can also apply what I applied. You can even do it better than me. So the first thing that you do on Takealot for you to be successful is to apply. So there's the application form, which is something that is very detailed. So if you don't get this right, they're not going to accept you to become a seller. So you first have to apply. So I've got the application form here, Lorna, please.
Okay, please.
I just want to show you a little bit of what you have to do. If this is the opportunity you feel like you want to pursue, what you see on the screen is what you will be presented on your screen as well. And this is the Takealot form. It's very simple and straightforward. And within 10 business days, you're going to get accepted to become a Takealot seller. And then you have to fill in your first name, last name, your email, and then your phone number, your mobile number, and then where did you hear about Takealot Marketplace? So you can choose on the options below here. And after that, this is the most important part. Tell us about your business, your company name, and the category that you want to start selling on. So with the category you want to start selling on, you can move to all categories in future, but this is what you have now in hand, what you're wishing to sell. So you just choose that category. And some of the things over here, like social media and website, are optional. So those are a few things that you have to choose. And also, where are you based? Before, it used to be only South Africans to apply, but now, as you can see, it has an option for where you're based, whether you're in South Africa or not. Are you VAT registered? You don't have to lie over here. You can also say no if you're not VAT registered. You earn less than 20K. If you're just starting out, it's fine. And then you also have to have your business registration number and also your business, the names that you use in your business. So that's basically the business part and the form part. Now tell us about your products, number of the products that you want to start with. When you have done your research, which is the part that we're going to get into, how many products have you come up with? So here I just gave an example of 5, and then the brand is going to be the products that you want to sell. It doesn't have to be necessarily a brand. It can be anything you want to sell. So you can just name a few and just give the details about those products. So that's it. So there's a part that's very important that a lot of people get rejected. Where do you source your stock? Like me, I import everything that I sell. So you're gonna choose, if you found a manufacturer locally, you just choose locally. But I choose imported, and then do you carry stock? If you are applying today and you don't have stock, you have to say yes, because on Takealot you don't sell without stock. So just click, I do carry stock, and that's a yes. So that's basically the form and the most important part of the form. If you don't have a store yet, you do say, I sell through other channels, and I also sell through other channels. If you have a registered business account before, or you worked on somebody else's account, you have to also tick on that, and that's the form. So I was just showing you how you fill this form so that you move on to the first step. So this is the first step that you can do even today when you are ready to start the business. If you feel like after I present here, this is the opportunity you want to start, you want to go for. So you can just click apply to sell. Now what do you do after you apply? You first have to do product research. This is now when you are looking for products that are going to do well online. So these are some of the tools that I use for product research. So there is a place called TikTok. If you know it, it's a social media platform. So that's where you do your research. You have to search some keywords for you to get the products to sell. You can go for things like TikTok made me buy it. So those are the trending products that people are currently buying. So you will get an idea of what's trending. And also, after moving from TikTok, you can use sites like PPS, which is PIPIS. They have products of other sellers, like everybody else that's running an e-commerce business, and they have stores that are doing well. You can go and look at the products that are doing well. So it gives you an idea of what products you can sell. And the other places, but these are not free platforms, you have sites like Jungle Scouts, which usually they are based in USA, but it gives you an idea of what other countries are selling out there. And when you get this, because you are comparing with other countries, you now have to look for things like, what's the season there? Because you may find that a heater is trending in America now because it's winter, and you import that product, now it's summer, and nobody buys that product. So your research have to go deeper than only looking for products. Now, after you do your research, what do? You now have to find suppliers. Look for manufacturers that are going to provide these products for you cheap. So the way I do it is using Alibaba and 1688, because there is a wide variety of products to choose from. You can source locally, but the disadvantages of sourcing locally is that if Zwanda can go to some China mall and get a pet toy, and I go to Takealot and see that Zwanda is selling this product, it's doing so well. And I also know where she found it. I go to China Mall as well. Now what's going to happen when we come back to Takealot? When Zwanda sells her pet toy for 300 Rand, I'm going to reduce my price to 295. And then Zwanda says, oh, it's 295, I lower to 290. Until all of you do not make profit. So it's better to find wide variety of products, and that's what you choose to sell for. So on Alibaba and 1688, you just speak to the suppliers. And It's very easy also to go through the Alibaba. But the only thing that you have to look out for on Alibaba is to speak to the supplier that is experienced, that has been on the platform for too long, because you may find that you're speaking to a supplier that's been only on Alibaba for 1 year. And then you buy the first bulk and you give them, let's say for example, 1,000 US dollars, and then because they adjust there and then they don't have the product, they won't say no, I don't have the product. What's going to happen is that they're going to take your money, but because they don't have credibility, they haven't been in the platform for too long, they have nothing to lose. They can just leave the platform and lose your money. So it's better to find a supplier that's been there for years. I need a drink.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
find 10 winning products and source all of them. Out of 10 products, there's no way you won't find 2 winning products. And you don't have to buy 50. Buy 10 of each of those 10. So it has to be 10, 10, 10. If you found 10 winning products, it means you have to source only 100 items. So that's how you do it. And after that, when you source and you ship to Takealot, you're gonna know that after doing this, I have found my winning product now. Now you go back and follow only the 2 products that were the winning products. And that's how you start. Now, when you are doing this business, there's a lot of fees. So like I said, when I started talking, I do my Shopify business as well. So in any business, when the customer says, I want this glass, I also have shipping fees locally, like the courier, your courier guy, your RAM. So I charge them like 60 rand or 80 rand to ship to them, right? So even with Takealot, it's like that. You have those fees where Takealot has to take the products that you want to sell to your customers. So those are the fees that you find a lot of people saying, but Takealot has a lot of fees. But even when you're running the business on your own platform like Shopify or EleLight, you're still gonna encounter those fees. It's just that you won't see it because you may charge it in the cup. Because if, let's say, shipping is 80 rand on the cup, you may say the cup is 180, whereas the cup is only 100 rand, and you add 80 rand for the shipping fee. So that's what Takealot does. It's gonna charge you the monthly fees for using their website, and it's also gonna charge you fulfillment fees and success fees. Now, what do you do with those fees? You include all your fees in your selling price. If you are buying this cup for 4 rand on Alibaba, you cannot sell this for 5 rand and say that my profit is going to be 1 rand. You are selling on negative because you have your shipping fees, you have your customs, you have those fees for you to take it from your place to Takealot warehouses. So those are the fees that you have to include for you not to fail in the business. A lot of people will fail in the business because of these fees. And another thing when you are doing this business, if you are not able to multiply this glass by 10 when you sell it on Takealot, then don't sell it. Especially if it's a low-end product. If this product I'm gonna sell it for, let's say for example, I buy it for 4 rand and I cannot sell it for 40 rand, I'm not gonna get profit. So that's what you need to know. So when you're selling things that are low cost, like maybe below 500 rand, you must be able to multiply those prices by 10. Now, I have these questions like, now it's 2023 and people trust Takealot. So for them to just go out of business like that, it won't happen. It's gonna take years. So you can still start today and make most of your money on Takealot. There's a lot of things that I wanna cover. Let me just check my success story. Yes, still gonna get into that. Now, this is, I just wanted you to get an idea of what the platform is like before I get into my success story. Like I said, when I started, I was from network marketing. And then I found that Takealot is the place now that I can also test my business at. So I remember this so well because I was supposed to do my driver's license, and that was the only money that I had. And I took that driver's license money to buy my first inventory to start the business. That was only 3,000 rands. So if you feel like you have 10,000 rands and you can't start this business, that's not true. So I took that 3,000 rand and I remember buying a product that was only 12 cents. in US dollars. I think around here it was some 7 rand, some 9 rand. So I bought 400 items because it was just so cheap and very light. So when you are starting this business, you don't have to buy huge products. You can start with even something very small, like you can come up with a box that's only 1 kg to start your business. So that business with my 400 products, I didn't know how to market on Takealot. I didn't know how to do anything. I was so clueless. I only had my account open. And then I took my stock. It took only 7 days to get my first products. And then after we got here, immediately I shipped to Takealot warehouse. So don't worry about the process of shipping and product listing. Takealot will teach you everything that you need to know. Now, after getting my stock, the first week my stock just stayed there because I didn't know how to market. So I didn't even know that I had money that was given to me for free from Takealot to market my business, because you know, when you're just coming up to a new website, you don't know how to maneuver around the website. But after some time, I got an influencer to market my product on Takealot, and it didn't really do that well until I realized that I can run sponsored ads within Takealot, and my products were finished within 2 days. That was my first 400 products. Now, remember, my money is still with Takealot. I used all my 3,000 from my driver's license. My money is still with Takealot. I have to buy another stock. I have customers waiting here. What do I do? So what I did was I borrowed my husband. Remember, this money, this driver's license money was also from my husband. So I also had to ask, like, okay, the products are doing well, but Takealot is still carrying my money because it has to process first, and then I get it like every other week, every week. So it had to process, and then I had to buy stock because I can see that it's not my products are now not viable. Then my husband borrowed me, I think it was 8,000. I'm still due to pay it even now. So I took that 8,000 and I bought 1,200 products. So I multiplied what I bought the first time like 3 times. And then from there my business took off. And the first few months, I was just taking the money back into the business. I couldn't even afford to buy a chewing gum because that's how business is. So when we are here and we say we made 50,000, don't think it came overnight. It was something that we had to build over time. For some, it will take 2-3 months, others only 1 month. It's going to depend on what the product that you start with. Is it fast moving? How much did you start with to invest your business? Now after that 1,200 products, that's when the money from the previous stock was starting to get in, and then my business started to take over from there. But you know, Takealot, everybody's gonna see that this product is doing well. So people started to copy that product, and I ended up abandoning that product. I moved to waist trainers. I was in the homeware, I was selling mason jars. So these were reusable mason jars. I moved from that and I moved to waist trainers. Now, these products, I was selling each product for 500 rand, and my total cost for that product was only 250, meaning my profit now was 250, excluding those fees in Takealot. So about 120 I was taking home in each and every product. So those products were doing so well. I was selling a minimum of 5 a day, meaning I was making 2,500 rand profit a day.